Pink ladies, T-birds, just happen to be watchers of my shit. My name is Jimmi Pynk, and that just put a whole totally different definition to a blowjob. Okay, so this is the pilot episode for Snowfall. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. This is going to be completely up to you guys if I continue to review this, because I got to tell you, I wasn't moved. I'm very interested in the subject matter of how crack started. I like the fact that they are including everyone's neighborhood. Like, we are getting, you know, every side of it. We are getting the Mexicans, the blacks, the rich white people, the CIA, and how they were the ones to put it in the black community. Like, here's the thing, and I'm just going to be perfectly honest before I get into anything further into the series. For this to be an hour and 15-minute premiere, I feel like they didn't give us enough of each individual character or group of characters, or however you're gonna say it. Like, I don't know enough about any of y'all to be interested in the story. Like, I think y'all took extra time, but you guys didn't move the story along fast enough for a pilot. See, when you have a first episode, and for my pink ladies and T-birds, y'all know, when I was talking about, let's take the last two newest shows that I reviewed, which was Riverdale and Claws. Their first episodes grabbed me like this. They're like, okay, we're going to move a little bit fast, but stay with us, because we're going to give you enough of each character so that you kind of have an idea of who they are, if you're going to like them or not. All that. This show tried to do it and failed. I know the main character's name is Saint. I know he has an aunt and an uncle. You know, I know he sells weed for the uncle. I know it's a Mexican girl and a Mexican dude and a luchador, that the luchador does some, like, collections work for him, and that he accidentally killed somebody, but I don't know who the fuck you accidentally killed. The CIA dude, I know that his friend that got the coke blew up his ass while he was getting the blowjob was also a CIA agent, and they told him, hey, if you have any problems, call him, and now he's going to be the person that basically does the Iran-Contra scandal and funds them by putting crack in the community. Like, it wasn't enough. Okay, I'm just going to be honest. I tried. Like, I read some reviews about this show because I was going back and forth with whether I was even going to review it. But I'm like, it's John Singleton. It's very clear to me that John Singleton is much more comfortable doing a film than a television show, because had this been the first hour and 15 minutes of a movie, and then the next hour and 15 minutes of the movie would have been the rest of the story, I'd have been fine. But when you're watching a movie, you know the movie is going to be over at that time, so you have time to waste. You don't have time to waste like that on a pilot episode, whether you're building the story or not. So now what's going to happen is, and this is the honest to God truth, you're going to have people that are going to watch this regardless because it's John Singleton. You're going to have people that watch this regardless because they're going to kind of say it's a black show, even though it's really not. And you're going to have people that are going to watch it just based off the subject matter. But what else you're going to get is people that were interested in the TV show for the same reasons. That do care about story, that do care about cinematography and story and character development. And you're going to get somebody like me that if y'all don't get this shit together in about episode 3, I'm out. you gonna have some people right now, I'm gonna tell you right now, you gonna have some people that ain't coming back next week because they wasn't feeling this. Trust and believe. See, in this day and age of television, this ain't like the old days where Cheers had shitty ratings for 2 seasons, where Community had shitty ratings for 2 seasons, but it was so good that they had such a... This ain't that. This is some shit that will be canceled before it fucking finishes if they don't straighten up and fly right by the next episode. And I'm not saying that to be bitter. I'm not saying that because I wasn't feeling the first episode. I'm telling you this is somebody that watches a lot of television and sees... Television is like Vegas anymore. Like, you better make sure you got your motherfucking dice weighted and your cards motherfucking counted, because if you roll and they don't, motherfuckers ain't giving you second, third, fourth chances no more. Like, oh, the ratings is bad, but I really believe in the product. Motherfuckers ain't doing that no more. This will fuck around and be a 1-season show. On top of the fact that there are so many other shows I do not want to say that are talking about crack, because it's not. However, if you want to talk about stories of drugs, I mean, how many times have we seen it since Weeds? I mean, Jesus, let's keep it 100. Claws is about drugs. Like, yes, it's about these women and their interactions, but what is they doing? They moving pills. It's about fucking drugs. It's about drug dealers. It's about drug dealers. You know, you have Queen of the South. Like, if you're gonna have this many other shows out here that are doing this better, it doesn't matter that you're taking a nostalgic route. It doesn't matter that you're setting it in the 80s. The one thing I will say that I did really enjoy was the soundtrack. But John Singleton was always very good at that. John Singleton, Ryan Murphy, Quentin Tarantino, and Matthew Vaughn are just all very, very good at putting, what am I looking for? Like, not scored music, but like almost like jukebox music, or like putting, you know, actual music as the soundtrack for things. I think those are like the top 4 in the game to do it. But this is also, I put it to you like this. You can say, for example, Matthew Vaughn. Let's take one of my favorite movies, The Kingsman. And I even say Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and that's the only one that really didn't have already pre-done music in it. But when Freebird come on, and I know it's a lot of different things with Freebird, but like, that was impactful. Boom. When they was doing that scene where Colin Firth was killing the Westboro Baptist Church, like going in. Like, it worked. Quentin Tarantino and the Stuck in the Middle of You, you can just see, what's his name? Michael Madsen cutting the ear off, even though you never actually physically see him cutting the ear off, but you know that he's, but still, like, these are things I'm saying. Name one song in this episode that you could tie directly to one of the things that happened in this thing. The only one that I can say is Cutie Pie, when they introduce who's obviously going to be the love interest for the main character. That's the only one that I can say stuck out. And it only stuck out because they beat you over the head with it, because his friend comes walking on the street and was like, yeah, you a cutie pie, ain't you? That was unnecessary. Like, the song spoke for itself. Like, all of a sudden we see him look at the next door neighbor. You know, they kind of make eyes a little bit. But then the asshole friend comes up and he's playing cutie pie. Like, we didn't need it to be explained. This is what I mean. Like, I'm like, there's some things about this that's just slow moving and not well done. And there are characters that I'm going to tell you the honest to God truth. And I'm going to keep it 100 with you. And this is a very, very important one. I understand right now that there are going to be 3 major timelines in the story. Or 3 main characters. They're almost trying to make it like it's Traffic. But you ain't got it like Traffic, because it's not going to be as good as Traffic. I can tell you that already about the first episode. You're going to have the little boy Saint, that went to the white school that was selling weed. And then how you like that? That happened too fast. This is what I'm saying, that happened too fast. Like, at least in Paid in Full, it made sense. Like, the dude went to the cleaners and he found coke in the dude's thing, and the dude was just so impressed with him because he didn't steal it. He thinking like this little nigga from the hood, he done left that coke in that jacket. He probably done got it and ran with it, got high or sold it or whatever. And the fact the dude was like, hey, you left something in his pocket and gave it back to him 100% intact, that impressed the dude. Then the dude said, you know what, keep it. Then he flipped it. Then he was like, you know, I really can make money off of this. Do you think I can help it? This just, your white friend from the fucking valley just said, hey, I'm scared to go get coke from this coke dealer. Can you get it for me? And you just was like, sure. Damn, nothing to do with your motherfucking money. You sell weed. Sure, I can do that for you. Fuck you, dude. No, I'm not going. And then you go and he's like, I don't sell it like this. And he just like, all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, will front me a key then. No, fuck no. Fuck no. And even the way the guy got in with the CIA, like, it was moving too slow and too fast at the same time, if that make any sense. You just meet this dude that says your friend died because all this coke is here, and you want to make a name for yourself in the CIA. Get your shit back because you've been basically motherfucking put on a desk job and put in BFE because you did something wrong. We don't know what that is yet, and I'm okay with not knowing what that is yet. But you legit just gonna show this dude all the keys of coke, motherfucking DEA agent, dead, OD. He told me he can help you and all this stuff. And you want to rebuild your career. He like, well, this is what we was doing. We was selling this cocaine to get drugs and stuff back to get guns and stuff back to my country. And you just was like, I'm with it because that's how it's gonna get me back on. What? Like, and it makes it so bad is the way that what makes it so much worse is what I can only call sensationalism. And I'm going to bring it up again. This will be the third time in the review. Once in the opening, once when I first was describing the characters. Oh yeah, we don't know shit about the Mexican people. Hold on, wait, I forgot about them. We don't know shit about the Mexican people, the girl, the guy cousin, and Luchador. For those of y'all follow with me that don't know what a Luchador is, the Mexican wrestler. And Luchador, that wasn't touched on like at all, except for some strange reason they keep saying if you want to be part of our family, if you want to be part of our family, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't. They got shit on. They spent way too much time on the motherfucking CIA dude. And we like, whoa, whoa, whoa. This the problem already with the crack epidemic. Don't nobody want to believe the CIA is who was pumping it in the black and brown community to begin with. And you gonna do the first episode and focus mostly on the motherfucking CIA motherfuckers. Come on. I don't know, y'all. I'm gonna give it a chance though, because it's John Singleton. Like, you know, I hate to say this, and I actually Couch Potato and actually mentioned something to it, and I like commented on his video. I won't do it for the movies because that's cost money. Like, I will not just be like, oh, this is a black director, oh, this is a black actor, I'm going to go see that. Tyler Perry can suck my dick. I'll grow one just for him. He'll probably like it too. But John Singleton, like Higher Learning, Poetic Justice, Boys in the Hood, are such important movies in black culture that, like, I want to see him succeed. And it ain't costing me no money to go see no movie, so I'm going to try to stay with this TV show and something he does so well is South Central LA. Because that's where he's from. He does it so well. But with this, I'm going to give it another chance, y'all, but I wasn't feeling it. Maybe I need to rewatch it. But I'm telling you right now, I didn't have to rewatch Riverdale when I knew I liked Riverdale. I did not have to rewatch the first episode of Claws. What's this Glow that just came on Netflix? I didn't have to rewatch the first episode of that. Like, if you don't grab me right on the first episode, and you ain't got nothing cold leading you in, and I'm like, well, I'm already watching this, and I might just stay over for that, they in trouble. Snowfall in trouble. You heard it here first. You know I'm good for a prediction. And you know, usually I'm pretty goddamn good at them. I don't think this make it the whole season. I think it get canceled like episode. I don't know how much of an episode run it's got. But I put it to you like this. If it's a 13 episode run, I say it get canceled by 8. If it's a 22 episode run, I say it get canceled by 10. Unless next week is significantly better. But that's all I got to say. Y'all let me know if what y'all felt about Snowfall. If y'all watched it, if you didn't watch it yet and you just interested in watching it, if you like, girl, I agree with you, just fuck it, we don't mind if you don't review it no more, because I even got on my little 80s a little bit, because, you know, instead of 83, y'all know how I am with the fucking reviews. I like to give the fantasy, but I'm, you know, here, I got a new background for Snowfall. I'm here, so I still gave you a little bit of 80s. I ain't got on a baseball hat right now. Check me out. So, y'all let me know if y'all was disappointed, what y'all think. Outside of that, if you would, if you're not a pink lady or a T-bird, you can become one by clicking on that. Hold on, stop, pause. Credits for my patrons. Thank you. Okay, now, if you are not a pink lady or a T-bird, you can become one by clicking on Sailor Jimmi over there. Also, feel free to check out my Patreon, because like I said, YouTube is fucking up the church's money. So if you have $1 a month to spare, feel free to donate that. And also watch some other videos. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really, really want to hear you guys' opinion on this series and what y'all think I should do about it. And I'll be back later this week with the weekly tea party. So, deuces.